Hello everyone, Hawky here, back with another Sword of Convallaria video. So let's talk about the future characters coming in the Elaman arc, essentially, right? 2.0, 2.1, what are we going to call it? And in this Spiral Destinies mode, things are quite different. So you do have to farm this currency here, this gold coin currency, and there is essentially like an event shop. So similar to our SP Inanna, the dream one. So I feel like this is going to be similar to that one, where this is going to be part one, where you have like a bunch of farming stages as well as like nightmare stages, and then part two is like the actual like full story arc. So yeah, just I have to keep progressing, and you get a bunch of resources. Like I pretty much accumulated and gotten everything here. So this is like the tempering level that you've reached, and yeah, it's a bunch of currency that you can earn here. So this is like the new talent stars and everything that you get, platinum medals, more of that, random engravings. Yeah, so a bunch of resources there. And there's this arena betting mode. So some of you have seen this. So it's like there's two teams fighting each other, and you basically have to make bets on which team you think is going to win. So like Rowea, Simona, there's Vehicle, Team Meteor, Momo. I think that team's going to win. So you can bet with your usual currency, or you can bet with this VIP ticket, which does regenerate every day there. So we can let this play out. And also the cool thing about this is, you know how usually it's just speed 1, speed 2? You can wait a little bit, and then okay, we have to wait until the second turn, and then we could change the speed to like speed 10. It's just like they're like, oh yeah, we think the game is too slow, so we're going to give you 10 times speed. So that's pretty cool. Wait until this flashes, and yeah, it's just like watch the initial clash, and then yeah, we don't want to watch and take too long for the actual conclusion. Is it after second turn? Yeah, after the second turn. So we still have to watch these first turns where they just go on order. I think this is going to be the new PvP mode, where it's going to be like, you know, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, where you have judges and you can't use certain skills. And it's probably just like you build a team, and then the AI is going to auto. It's going to be like a full-on like auto league ladder or something. Okay. Is it time for us to do the speed up? Okay, yeah, now we can do the speed up at 10 times speed. Okay, and we won. Nice. Yeah, it says we won. And then we get 360 of the currency. And the second one we go through is, this is essentially another nightmare stage where you also get a bunch of the currency as well, and it just gets harder and harder. So Lucamar has just released, and next week CN will be releasing a new unit, which I believe is Pochi or Poochie Wrong. And yeah, because it's based on the Spiral of Destinies chapter. So initially at the start we met Lucamar, and now, you know, we meet Pochi Wrong. Look how cute she is. And then she juggles as well. So you guys remember this from the trailer, and then she just gets whacked. Alright. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just gets hit. And then he takes out the dagger and everything for Poochie Wrong. And then starts kicking and punching her. Yeah, we meet her in the Elaman story, and yeah, it looks like she is destroying the story, so but it isn't confirmed exactly what class she is, and we get a brief look at some of the skills, which might not be on the final kit, but at least we have an understanding on what she might do. So after triggering dodge, counterattack does piercing damage. Also applies 2 layers of infection. So infection, piercing, and a bit of dodging as well. And I was also looking at her buffs, because I was bringing like all the aura units We have like Camelot, SP Nana, Lucamai, and SP Samantha. And looks like she's actually linked to the Elaman faction as well. And that's pretty interesting. She gets like the Emperor's original mark, gets the leader aura, and increased penetration DOT damage. Hot air, where that is hot. Attack and defense increased by 30%. Possesses Shackle 1. I think hot air is the actual environmental effect. So introducing environmental effects in the game. So that's pretty interesting. Queensha Hidden Shadow reaction. After receiving damage, gain dodge, lasts for 2 turns, and gains 3 layers of liberation. She kind of reminds me of like a bit like Luffy, or maybe Shaq Lulu with like the infection and everything as well. So regeneration, physical defense. Enemies within 3 squares are infected with satire. Satire, this like taunt debuff. Increase speed by 100. Target cannot be controlled and can only use basic attacks on the caster. Oh wow, she just taunts the enemy. It's like you can only use basic. Oh, no wonder the fat guy was hitting her, right? She did this satire taunt, and that's why the enemies are hitting her. Okay. Yeah, even more like Luffy, where he does his decoy and then goes invisible. But she just, yeah, everyone basic attack, and then she just dodges and like dots the enemy. Link to target location, 110% damage. If target has satire, which is the taunted, right? I don't know why they translated that. Additional fire damage, penetration damage, and damage increased by additional 30%. Recover health. Man, that's pretty cool. I think she'll be a really fun unit. Like she just jumps into the enemy and then just like taunts them, and they all attack her with like basic attacks, and then she dodges half of them, and she also like recovers HP. Like literally, she's made to be bullied. And also, we saw from the file update that so in the files usually they have the animation of the ultimates and everything, but they don't actually put in the animation. It's just the default Mytha animation, but they put in like the name of like the unit. So CG skill Hooch Rong. So it looks like she's the next unit, and then Shams is after, maybe, or you know, that might be bait, because I feel like might be a bit early for Shams because they just got like Camelot. So I don't know. And the next unit that we see is Claraara. It looks very basic. If you have shield, action ends, 10% of your health as physical shield, assist defense on friendly forces, and there's like a red card as a registered gladiator. I think this is just for this like gladiator map. Take the lead, adding 50% physical shield in damage. Like, she just feels like an epic unit, right? Big shield. Can't even compete with Tiden. But she does look cute. I don't know. Heavy shield, immobilize, 50% of HP physical shield, gain heavy shield aura. All allies within 3 tiles when having shield attack increases by 30%. Ooh, that's interesting. Knight shield wall. Grants all allies within 2 squares physical shield and magic shield equal to 20% of their health, lasting for 3 rounds. Oh, that's not too bad either. Frontal attack disabled. And just like what? Pass some shield stuff. Feels like a Mytha sort of thing. Yeah, that's. Can I do anything else? I can shield up my allies. Yeah, and then just gives them a bunch of shields. Okay, not too bad. Feels like she doesn't really get anything unique, but this might be because it is Spiral of Destinies. And yeah, she's definitely Union, right? Union Defender. So I think those two are the next ones. Hoichi Rongrong and Clara. I don't know, maybe Prince Shams and Yagane, and everyone's saying like Qianxia is probably going to be like the final boss at the end of the Element chapter. So maybe he's like at the very end here, and like we'll get all these other characters before him. Anyway, that's what I think is coming in for the CN version. Really excited for these new characters, and yeah, really hype. I'll see you guys next time.